On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Musicology. The
study of music as a scholarly discipline typically focuses on issues related to the history, theory, and cultural context of music.
Examples:
musicology professor, musicology research. The musicology conference held last year brought together scholars from all around the world.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
argue a case, argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Repetition.
The act of doing or saying something many times.
Examples:
repetition of the word, habitual repetition. Repetition is the mother of all learning.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
non-technical aspects of the job, aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Melody.
A succession of musical tones forming part of a larger piece of music.
Examples:
a simple melody, the melody of a tune. This harmonious melody immortalized its composer.
Motif.
A recurring element in an artistic or literary work, typically a particular image or idea, a theme that is repeated or elaborated in a piece of music.
Examples:
animal motif, the motif of a music piece. The repeating floral motif in the wallpaper added a touch of elegance to the room.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
key component, spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
absence from work, a leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Whatsoever.
Not at all, no matter what.
Examples:
whatsoever it be, without impact whatsoever. He refused to do anything whatsoever to help her.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
a good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Submarine.
A type of underwater vehicle or vessel that can operate beneath the surface of the water. Adjective, beneath the surface of the sea.
Examples:
A submarine volcano. Submarine cable. The military submarine disappeared without a trace.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Ping.
To make a high-pitched, ringing sound, to send a brief electronic message or signal to another computer or device to check its availability or connection status.
Examples:
Ping me when you have arrived. Ping him with updates. I can ping my friend's computer to see if it's online.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Recall.
To remember something.
Examples:
Recall the incident. Recall his name. She vividly recalls getting laid off several years ago.
Echo.
A sound heard after being reflected off a surface, such as a wall or a cliff.
Examples:
The echo of a person's footsteps. Sound echo. A thunderous boom echoed throughout the valley.
Pitch.
The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something.
Examples:
Make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Naval.
Of or relating to ships, sailors, or the Navy.
Examples:
Naval battles. Naval base. The naval officer was responsible for the safety and well-being of the crew on his ship.
Inappropriate.
Not suitable or proper for a particular situation or occasion.
Examples:
Inappropriate behavior. Inappropriate content. His comments were wholly inappropriate on such a solemn occasion.
Chirp.
A short, sharp sound that is made by birds or insects or by electronic devices such as alarms or beepers.
Examples:
The chirp of a bird. The chirp of a cricket. The sound of the chirp woke me up early in the morning.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Discrete.
Separate and distinct, not continuous, individually distinguishable.
Examples:
Discrete metric space. Discrete variable. The company divided the tasks into discrete segments to increase efficiency.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples:
Branch office. A branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Prime.
Main or most important, basic, prime number, noun, a natural number greater than one that cannot be formed by multiplying two smaller natural numbers. Example: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she has been named as the prime suspect.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone, The quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Duel.
Formal, one-on-one combat between two people, typically with deadly weapons, often as a means of settling a dispute or seeking revenge.
Examples:
Sword duel. Duel for honor. The duel between the two rival knights was a spectacle to see.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Legacy.
Something that is handed down from an earlier generation or time, often something that has had a significant impact on subsequent generations. A bequest made by a person in their will, often money or property.
Examples:
Financial legacy. Cultural legacy. Her legacy as a philanthropist will live on for generations to come.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Array.
A large group or collection of things or people, especially one that is impressive or attractive.
Examples:
A two-dimensional array. An array of troops. The customer on the internet has to choose one from a formidable array of products.
Elementary.
Relating to the first principles or fundamental parts of a subject, fundamental or basic, often used to refer to a school or level of education that covers the fundamental principles of various subjects.
Examples:
Elementary math. Elementary level. Elementary school students must learn basic math and reading skills.
Sufficient.
Adequate, enough for a particular purpose or requirement.
Examples:
Sufficient time. Self-sufficient economy. That candidate does not have sufficient means to win an election with certainty.
Repeatedly.
Again and again, many times.
Examples:
Use cell phone repeatedly. Repeatedly nod. He claims that his legitimate requests were repeatedly ignored.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Grid.
A pattern of regularly spaced horizontal and vertical lines, a system of high-tension cables by which electrical power is distributed throughout a region.
Examples:
A grid design. A wire grid. Grid pattern roads often appear in urban areas.
Premiere.
The first public performance of a play, film, or piece of music, or the opening of a show or exhibition.
Examples:
The world premiere. Premiere of the theater. The premiere of the new movie was held at the city's main theater.
Sonata.
A piece of music for solo instruments, typically a piano or violin.
Examples:
Play a sonata. Third sonata. He's been practicing a new sonata for weeks.
Symphony.
A long musical composition in Western classical music for orchestra, usually with 3 or 4 main parts called movements.
Examples:
A symphony orchestra. A beautiful symphony. The frequent performances of the symphony prove its popularity.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Compose.
To write music, poetry, or formal writing, to constitute or make up a whole, or a specified part of it.
Examples:
Compose an essay. Compose my thoughts. The structure is composed of 3 main components.
Emancipation.
The act or process of setting someone free from control or influence.
Examples:
Self-emancipation. History of emancipation. His emancipation from his parents was a defining moment and gave him newfound freedom.
Dissonance.
A lack of harmony or agreement between people or things, a harsh or discordant combination of sounds.
Examples:
Cognitive dissonance. Musical dissonance. The dissonance between the two melodies created a sense of tension in the music.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Ruling.
A decision, judgment, or decree made by a judge, court, or other authority, a set of guiding principles or regulations that dictate behavior or procedures. Adjective, dominant or authoritative in a particular situation.
Examples:
Legal ruling. Supreme Court ruling. The judge's ruling was in favor of the defendant.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Computation.
The act or process of calculating something, especially an answer or amount, by using a machine or calculator.
Examples:
Parallel computation. Theory of computation. The researcher demonstrated the superiority of quantum computation in several mathematical tasks.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Implore.
To beg earnestly or desperately, to plead urgently for assistance or mercy.
Examples:
Implore forgiveness. Implore assistance. I implore you to reconsider your decision before it's too late.
Revelry.
Lively and noisy festivities, typically involving drinking, dancing, and general merrymaking, a celebration marked by indulgence and enjoyment.
Examples:
Revelry in the streets. Festival revelry. The street was filled with revelry on New Year's Eve.
Ado.
An action, fuss, or commotion, often over a trivial or unimportant matter, unnecessary activity or effort.
Examples:
Much ado. Kick up ado. We need to resolve this issue without any further ado.
Dean.
A person in charge of a college, faculty, or other academic departments, tasked with overseeing its operations, policies, and staff, a senior member of a profession or organization who is highly respected for their knowledge and experience.
Examples:
Dean's List. Dean of Faculty. The university's dean was responsible for overseeing the academic programs and policies.
Chamber.
A large room used for a formal, public, or particular purpose, one of the parts of a parliament.
Examples:
A gas chamber. The lower chamber. The surgeon made an incision in the chambers of the patient's heart.
Off-screen.
Not appearing or happening on the screen in a film, play, or television program, pertaining to events or actions that occur outside of the viewer's or audience's direct view.
Examples:
Off-screen presence. Off-screen action. The off-screen chemistry between the two actors added depth to their on-screen romance.